Silence in the digital age. We live in a world where almost everything is shared. Birthdays, coffee cups, laughter, even heartbreak. Everyone is performing. Everyone is speaking. And yet some people stay invisible. They scroll quietly. They observe deeply. They rarely, if ever, post. You might know someone like that. Maybe you are someone like that. Why would anyone choose silence when the whole world is shouting for attention? The answer isn't simple. It's not just about being shy or introverted. It's something deeper. A psychological resistance to a world addicted to visibility. In the age of filters and constant sharing, silence has become a form of power. A statement that says, I don't need to be seen to exist. Because silence for some isn't emptiness, it's control. It's ownership over one's inner world. In an age that sells it away one post at a time, psychologists have found something fascinating. People who post less often tend to score higher in self-restraint, introspection, and emotional independence. They aren't shaped by comparison or applause. Their sense of worth comes from within, not from digital reactions. They're not trying to prove who they are. They're trying to understand who they are. Because most of what we post online isn't expression, it's performance. Every caption, every selfie, every update says, "This is who I am. Please approve." But when you stop performing, something shifts. Moments start to feel real again. You stop thinking in captions. You start living without an audience. That's the secret psychology behind those who don't post. They crave authenticity in a space built on performance. They don't hate social media. They've simply outgrown it.
There's a term in psychology called psychological ownership. It means the deep feeling that something, a thought, a memory, an experience truly belongs to you. But when you post it, that ownership fades. It becomes shared property open to judgment and distortion. And so, the quiet ones guard their moments fiercely. They keep them untouched, unfiltered, pure. Not posting doesn't mean not feeling. It means caring deeply, about meaning, about privacy, about sacredness. And when you stop sharing everything, you start feeling again. Cooking without photographing it, traveling without tagging it, crying without explaining it. It's not withdrawal, it's recovery. It's the soul saying, this moment is mine. Because in a culture that confuses visibility with value, the unseen have remembered something essential. Some people don't post because of peace, others because of pain. Social media created something psychologists call self-presentational pressure. The feeling that you're being watched, even when you're not. It's exhausting. Every word might be misread, every silence misunderstood. So some people retreat, not out of fear, but self-preservation. They want to be seen, but only truly. Not through the lens of performance. Not as content, and that's the quiet rebellion. Choosing authenticity over attention. Because when you stop performing for approval, you start living for truth. The people who don't post aren't hiding, they're healing. They're building relationships that don't need proof. They're rediscovering connection that isn't counted in likes. They've learned something rare, that privacy isn't loneliness. It's intimacy with yourself. It's remembering who you are when no one's watching.
Here's the paradox in which the people who live quietly often feel life most intensely. They're not distracted by the performance of it. They absorb details others miss. The way light moves across a wall, the pause before someone speaks, the sound of distant laughter that feels like home. They are present. And presence is the rarest currency in a world built on attention. Silence, then, is not emptiness, it's depth. It's the calm that comes from no longer needing to explain yourself to be understood. Being unseen doesn't mean being insignificant. It means you've stopped needing proof of your worth. Because once something becomes public, it stops being purely yours. So maybe the people who never post aren't running away from the world. Maybe they're simply living in it, fully, quietly, beautifully. And in a world obsessed with being seen, perhaps the most powerful thing you can do is to stay unseen.